My name is Jessica Abbott, and I'm representing a group of internet marketing students from R.I.T. that includes Andy Klingenberger, Linda Cunningham, Teresa Partham, Brandy Madera, and myself. We've recently scoured the internet in pursuit of the answer to the question, what makes an effective presentation? Our resources, which this video will link to, were the videos Presentation Zen, What is Presentation Zen, Present Like Steve Jobs, The Most Effective Use of PowerPoint, as well as numerous analyses from PresentationZen.com. From these sources, we've chosen what stands out as the 5 most important points. 1. Choose a clear and consistent theme. 2. Simplicity is key. 3. Sell an experience. 4. Provide an outline. And 5. Rehearse. Following these guidelines, anyone has the power to put on an exceptional and professional presentation. Now I'd like to take some time and discuss the key points with you. Again, number 1 is choose a clear and consistent theme. This applies to both verbal and visual presentation. Start by creating a headline that sets the direction for the presentation. In the Present Like Steve Jobs video, the example was, "Something is in the air," which was the headline when Steve Jobs was presenting the MacBook Air. Our headline is, "You can present like a professional." The headline lets people know what's in store for them, and it should get them a little bit excited. Graphics also need to be consistent. That keeps everything looking well thought out and sleek. If you use pictures with drastically different lighting and photo quality, or your text is written in more than 2 fonts, the presentation becomes a little disjointed and a little cheap. So that's what you need to know about creating a clear and consistent theme. Number 2, simplicity is key. Think about all the presentations you've ever sat through. How many of those included somebody reading every slide word for word? Chances are you've suffered through your fair share of times. So, how do you, as a professional presenter, prevent yourself from doing this? One good way is to make sure a slide can never, and I mean never, stand on its own. Don't add text or visuals that don't further your point, and don't be afraid to leave the screen blank for a while. Look at this. The screen is blank, and you're still engaged, aren't you? When you do use text and visuals, keep those simple too. Only use 1 or 2 pictures per slide, only use colored fonts if it's to create a feeling, and when choosing a font for PowerPoint, always go for sans serif. Those are the letters that don't have all the extra flourishes at the end. They read much better from a distance. So remember, strive to be as simple as possible while still getting your point across. Simplicity is key. Number 3, sell an experience. Again, we've all struggled through presentations, either because we felt disconnected from the presenter or their content. Use stories to engage the audience, involve them by asking questions, and make your numbers mean something. Now, what I mean by this last part is give statistics context if you're going to use them. An example given by communications coach Carmine Gallo was, instead of saying that your company released a 12 gigabyte memory card, add afterwards that 12 gigabytes is enough storage space to allow you to listen to your music on a trip to the moon and back. Don't throw around numbers, help the audience understand them. Using stories, asking questions, and making numbers mean something are the best ways to accomplish number 3, selling an experience. Number 4, provide an outline. Actually, you should provide 2 outlines to the audience, a verbal one and a physical one. You may have noticed that at the beginning of this presentation, I already let you know the 5 main points. And at the beginning and end of every section, I restate the point. These firm openings and closings are so that each point remains clear and separate from the other points. That makes it easier for the audience to remember what's important. Let's think about our past experience as audience members again. How many times have you found yourself thinking, what was the purpose of that presentation? Well, that's what you're preventing when you let people know ahead of time what you have to offer and then repeat it again. You should also give the audience a detailed handout of your presentation outline. That way, they don't need to worry about remembering details and they can concentrate on you. It will help you make a stronger connection with them. You can easily appear more effective and engaging by using number 4, providing an outline. Finally, number 5, rehearse. Of course, you've heard the saying, practice makes perfect. Well, at the very least, practice makes you comfortable. To be an effective and professional presenter, you need to learn the ins and outs of your material so that you can present it naturally. because nothing is worse than having somebody stumble through what they're supposed to be teaching you. When you're comfortable with the material, you appear more confident. The audience will respect you more, trust you more, and listen to you better. Number 5, rehearsing is absolutely vital to being a professional presenter. Now you know the golden rules of professional presenting. 1, choose a clear and consistent theme. 2, simplicity is key. 3, sell an experience. 4, provide an outline. And 5, rehearse. As long as you apply these points, I have all the faith in the world that your future presentations will be exceptional. So, best of luck to you, and thank you for listening. Cheers.